So we seem to have a pulse and he seems to be breathing okay now. Saturation udah ano?
Day one, we're here. I believe it was my third case. So yes, scrubbed in, prepped the previous patient for when we were about to do, and we hear that there's an emergency.
Okay, mental.
Didn't know exactly what condition he was in. So I'm prepping. I turn around and I see him on a stretcher.
And when this 40-year-old got to the emergency room and had a cardiac arrest, they called us to see if there is anything that we could do to help him. Between this hospital and the emergency room, and we had to walk on a little, like, very small bridge. It was raining, an umbrella, all those things, just not the most ideal scenario, but you know, we heard about this 30-year-old and the emergency room. I'm sorry to say that, but way better than what it is right now. The entrance was very much better. Now they made it so narrow. As you saw, the very crowded, just so many people packed in there. It took time to even find where the patient was.
And if we were not here, the outcome, we all know that would be different than, you know, right now. We obviously got to him, he was transferred to this center, and we were able to intervene on him, and he lives, right? And that would have not been the case if we were not here. The country does not have a center where there's a primary PCI. So I think the goal is for us to establish that center.
I called here twice last night just to check on him. And the first thing I did when I woke up was call here to check on it. Because I know how these things can take a turn for the worse.
Dr. Talila worked on him, saved his life.
Salam.
And when he was in the ICU, I went in to see him, and his wife was there holding his hand as the doctors were working with him. That was an emotional moment to see that a family man with 3 children and a wife, his life is saved, and he will continue on with a good life now.
Essentially saved a man's life. We just happened to have, actually had a patient on the table that we took off, and he was so understanding, this man. We opened up an artery and he's alive. He looks fantastic today, young man. Had we not been here on this mission, he would have passed away. So, saved his life.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing that we were able to work together. So it's something that I'll always remember. This is my first time here. I plan to come back. This is something, there's no experience that can compare to being able to be on this team, to be able to do stuff like that.
Yes, that is very personal. I trained here. I have my whole family. My brothers are his age, you know. So it's just, it is terrible. But I hope we will continue to put the word out there and educate the community on what it is that we're talking about.
But to see him looking as great as he does today, and talking and smiling, and this is what we do and why we do it.